Have you ever said out loud or thought to yourself in one of those monumental inner conversations, "Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it"? Maybe you've heard someone else say it. Well, in this episode, I'm going to dive deep into why you may very well have it all backwards. Hello and welcome to the High Performance Consciousness Podcast. My name is Matthew Paddy and welcome to another exciting episode. I'll be your host for today's show, as always. And in this episode, as alluded to, we're going to dive into what I call the body of belief. So quite often you'll hear this inner dialogue within the self anytime you go to find a new edge or take a potential quantum leap into the unknown, a new opportunity, a new adventure, exploring what could be realized based on your imagination, what you could realize based on your desires. This little snapback, this rubber band that pulls you back, and this inner dialogue that says, yeah, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait to see it before I believe whether that is possible for me. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Definitely not alone on this one. This is a very common dialogue that goes on inside many people's brains, in our thinking, the way that we feel, and as a result, the behavior that ensues in the actions that we take based on this protocol or this way of thinking, this structure or context that we view the world through. So really, let's think about it for a moment. I'll believe it when I see it. So I need to see something outside of me using my physical eyes, remembering that the eyes do not see, the brain sees. So what am I seeing? I am seeing through the lens of my perspective. I'm seeing perspective through the information that I have gathered through my time on the planet, from my early years, my mid-years, and later years, whatever it may be. I've learnt through absorbing and installing information that then sways my perception, so that which I can see, I have a greater potential believing in than that which I cannot see. So if you, using your physical eyes, can only see a fraction of the light spectrum, then is it not good enough to propose that you can only see a fraction of the opportunity and potential that exists for you when you use your eyes, which in fact is your brain seeing, taking in information, and using the stored information and the perspective that you have about yourself and the world around you to decide the outcome? There's a potential here, a great potential that you have it all backwards. Most people have it backwards. We all have it backwards at some point. And that's why you'll hear me say over and over and again in these podcasts that turn the upside down world right side up. Turn the upside down world right side up, which means invert that which you see, and you will be presented with new information, and that new information can then be questioned with a new mind. That new mind is the mind of potential. So, I need to see it before I believe it. What does that bring up for you? Straight away. Maybe it's the behavior of someone else. I'll believe it when I see them change. Well, what are you basing that on? You're basing it on a retrospective view that their behavior was not kind or not admirable or not aligned or genuine. Maybe it wasn't preferred for you. So I'll see them in a new light when they show me proof that they have changed. Chicken and egg, right? Maybe we apply it to our business. I'll see the proof and therefore believe it when the money's in my bank, or when I've attracted those new clients, or when the marketing is working. I'll see it, then I'll believe it. When we start to think about the biology of belief, great book, look it up, Brucey Lipton, love it. Let's talk about the body of belief. Because a belief is a neurochemical signature. A belief is a chemical response, reaction, cause and effect within the body. A belief is a concept. So for me to believe something, I need to have gathered evidence, information, i.e. proof in the logical mind and in the subconscious mind for me to be enrolled in that reality of belief. So instead of going to the biology of belief, let's go to the body of belief, because the body is where belief is stored, in my opinion. And why is that? Well, you think about that very statement. I will believe it when I see it. That is not necessarily just a logical statement. It's a frame that is stored in the body as an emotion or a series of emotions, which we all know emotions are energy, and energy has its own signature. Okay? So we give preference to our energetic signatures. So if I'm feeling something, I really want this outcome, but I wait to see proof of it before I'll believe it's possible. Your body of belief is essentially saying, I'm going to continue having these doubts and expressing these chemical interactions by way of emotions and emitting the same signature that has kept me moving in the same bandwidth of predictable certainty up until this moment until I see proof otherwise. You're essentially relying on your body as the belief instrument. I've been heartbroken before. I need to see proof that I'm not going to be heartbroken again. So therein lies the body of belief. I have a chemical interaction with my beliefs through my emotions. I'm afraid to believe in it again, because what if the past finds me in the future and again I am faced with the same dilemma or the same unpreferred result or experience or outcome? Starting to land home? So in order to change it around, to flip it around, we must first identify and understand that the body is stored within the chemistry of our being, the chemistry of our body through the expression or the language of our emotions. So if I continue to feel the same way towards the same opportunities or towards the same desires as I've always felt, and the same way has never landed or never had me land in the opportune or the promised land, the Holy Grail, heaven, whatever it's going to be, then of course you're going to have doubt arising. Of course you are being fed the same ingredients, the same nutrients through the same instrument, which is your body. So to change things around and say, I'll believe it, then I'll see it. Better still, as I believe it, I see it. And I'll go into that in a moment. Quite a deep, more esoteric, metaphysical approach. But let's just change it around for the moment. What if you believe something before you saw it as factual in the outer world, knowing that the outer world is the coalescence, the collapsing of waves into particles? Your outside is a reflection of all the thoughts, feelings, and actions taken by you, experienced by you, created as a signature by you up until this point. So as you look out on the world, you are expecting to see facts and information that support your belief. So you wire your body to the new belief. And in wiring your body to the new belief, you are wiring yourself to the emotional state of your new desired reality. And in wiring yourself to the new wired reality or the new state of being, you must practice it. You must rehearse it. The body, remember, is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is imprinted and empowered and increases its magnetism through repetition. If you do something once and forget about it, the long-term program within the subconscious mind will override and continue on its course. You must rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Okay? So the body of belief is really, how do I feel about a desire that I seek to experience? Do I feel excited by it? Do I feel overwhelmed with joy or bliss or excitement or awe or freedom or peace? And is there a shadow to that? Is there a counterpoint that exists that is hardwired within my body representing the past that says, I'm not sure it's possible? So I'll go to a motivation event and I'll get all puffed up. And then 3, 4, 5, 7 days later, I'm back where I was. Because I've kicked in high drive using the chemicals of elation. But I haven't installed a new program. I haven't installed new information successfully. I've just introduced new information. It just hasn't been installed yet. The installation of new information comes by way of repetition. So we are a highly, highly intelligent, highly sensitive biological instrument. You probably know that already. And our emotions, being the language of our soul, also being the language of energy. Our emotions are our energetic signature. So flipping it around, I believe it and see it is part of the visualization process. And how do you see it and believe it at the same time? Your body is enrolled in the belief by the constant repetition through visualization, through role play, through rehearsal, so that your body now becomes accustomed to a new state of being. Remembering that a state of being is how you think, act, and feel. And if what you think and how you act and what you feel are aligned and synergistic, then that is a powerful electromagnetic signature. So rinse and repeat. Get very clear on what you want, and then begin visualizing your desired outcome. And as you visualize your desired outcome, you're moving it from the mind that wants to intellectually create it and construct the scene, move it down into the body, and now express your visualization through the language of emotions. So when you can move it from mind down into heart and into the gut, and you could start to really train yourself to feel the outcome. Your body then absorbs that new information through repetition, and it says, okay, at the beginning, the pulse, the sensation of this new feeling is going to feel weak. It's like you go to the gym or you start any sort of physical process of getting healthier, fitter, stronger, whatever it's going to be. You're going to feel weak at the beginning, unfit, all those sorts of things. But little by little, the 1% gain compounded over a week, a day, a week, a month, a quarter, it's going to build a strength, and it's going to build a residual strength that now upgrades your operating system as your body. Making sense? So as I get clear, I move it from the head down into the body, into the heart through feeling. And as I feel it, I am feeling the language of my new reality. And as I give more attention to that language and I become more masterful in that conversation with myself, in that new reality, my body, as the center of belief, becomes upgraded. It moves itself into a higher octave of expression. And so now the body starts to disentangle and unwire itself, prune its synaptic junctions and its connections and attachments to the past. And it is learning to believe in the new. It's learning to believe in a new reality. And it's the new reality that you are giving it through the language of your imagination and through the imagination as feeling. So let's turn things around. I see things as I believe things. I see things as I believe them. I believe it, and therefore I see it. Let's take it a step further. What are the eyes? Let's move the eyes from the brain to the body, and let's see through the language of emotions in the body. Because the 5 senses in the human form are limited. When you move in meditation beyond the form, beyond the substance, beyond matter, You are moving into an expressionless state of an individual. You're moving beyond the physical form. You're moving from particle back into wave. You're moving from matter back into energy. And so let's now use the analogy of your body as being the eyes through which you see possibility. Your body as the eyes through which you see possibility and potential. So if I give my body the instructions through envisioning and visualizing a very clear outcome, and I can train my body, instruct my body to feel through imagination, asking what would it feel like to be in this new reality, to land that new client, to have that type of business, to be in this type of intimate relationship, whatever it's going to be. Now you're training your body to see. You're training your body to see a new future. And in repetition, as the subconscious mind, you're training your body to become the eyes of your future. And you're seeing your future through the eyes of your body, through the language of your emotions. I hope this is making sense. It's a very big flip on what is being taught out there. What is being taught is just a hard flip of believe it before you see it, fake it till you make it, all those sorts of things. And that's okay, but it's fairly superficial. And a lot of people get their, knickers in a knot over that and trip over their shoelaces and fall back in their couch watching Netflix or doing whatever they're doing as an excuse that it's not happening fast enough. You must be committed to experiencing a new future in order to enroll yourself, your body of belief, in a new future. You must be committed. If you are not prepared to change, nothing will change. If you are happy with your comfort level in life or in certain areas of your life, then until you reach a boiling point or just before boiling point, you will not have an impulse, a desire, a burning expression for change. You just won't. It's a biological fact. Okay? So obviously before a woman gives birth, there's lots of pain, there's lots of change, there's lots of things going on. Fear and elation and sadness and expansion and all these sorts of things going on, contractions. Everything's happening simultaneously. Because change is imminent. Change is imminent. So, next time you have that inner conversation with yourself, that I'll wait to believe in something when I see it. I'll see something, then I'll believe in it. You are ripping yourself off. You are leaving opportunity on the table and you are waiting for the next bus to take you to a new higher potential of an expression of your true self. Use the body, train the body to be the eyes of belief, to be the eyes of your future. Train your body to feel what it feels like in a new reality. Train your body. That's as simple as it is. Wiring, rewiring, uncoupling, coupling, tethering, untethering, charging, discharging. It's all based on a decision, and therefore it's all based on attention. And if I give something more attention, then of course it's going to receive more information or more energy. But is the information the same, or is it changed to match the upgraded view that you seek to explore and experience? If you are taking the same self into meditation and you get up as the same person, day in, day out, what's changed? Potentially something, maybe a little bit, but there must be a compulsion to move in and out of a state of practice, of rehearsal, a compulsion to express yourself better, higher, in a more expanded state. So I will not finish this rehearsal until I have shown my body and given my body a new set of eyes through which to see my future potential and to realize my future potential right now through the language of my emotions. So I hope that's given you a little bit of a different slant on things. You know that I don't always come at a problem or a solution directly, I like to look beneath the surface, and I like to present a slightly different and alternative view, because there's so much of the same in the world. We're here to be different. We're here to think different. In that way, ask questions of everything. Do I know this information to be true? Or if I think it to be true, how can I validate and test whether it is true for me? I must run experiments. And how you run experiments is you engage the emotion with a new set of parameters, a new set of information, and run it on the inside first. And then watch the outside start to fold in, bending space and time, and presenting you with new facts, new proof, for you to then make your next decision. Hope that's helped to awaken that body of belief within each and every one of us. Let me know what you think. From me here to wherever you are in the world, dream a better dream. And remember, it's all you, baby. See you in the field. See you in the field. See you.